If we clear out the lines, the most mesmerizing star I recognize is the star that could dumbfound our sky. It is this one. Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse. It's a red, very monstrous star. Furthermore, on the vague possibility that you put it where the Sun is, it would stretch out to the orbit of Jupiter. It's huge, completely unpredictable, and going to explode. It's not as clear as it appears to be in the universe. These giant events, like the most irrationally feared gigantic starbursts, could shake all that we see. In addition, do whatever it takes not to see its core. Betelgeuse has been seen as a sign, a red, extremely giant star that is normally more significant than our Sun. Brian Cox and other space specialists think it could go supernova, which has made people frightened about what will occur next. The James Webb Space Telescope is taking shocking photographs of the star, raising the question of when Betelgeuse will turn into a supernova and what titanic impact it will have on Earth. Let's sort out the star in the magnificent body of Orion that shines so brilliantly that even individuals from long ago have seen it. The magnificent star Betelgeuse is situated on the eastern shoulder of the constellation Orion. It is the second largest star in the star grouping, and its name comes from this feature, the monster shoulder. It is potentially one of the most brilliant stars in the night sky. On top of being extremely bright, the star is also an odd shade of red, which, as we will see, suggests trouble. We've had some tremendous experience with Betelgeuse for quite a while. A Greek observer named Timaeus also focused on it. Around that time, the primary thing people perceived about stars was their color, and Timaeus said that it was a toadstool-colored orange. In modern times, specialists have been focusing on the star more eagerly, and now they have a brilliant idea of what makes it so curiously bright. One of these qualities is that the star changes brightness a great deal. With a clear magnitude of 0.6, Betelgeuse is a variable star, which means that its brightness changes over time. Recently, specialists have found some new information about the star. In 2019, specialists first saw that Betelgeuse was acting unconventionally. Even though Betelgeuse didn't completely stop shining, it wasn't the same. It had become considerably less bright, shining at a level of 1.6. Specialists quickly began to investigate why they were seeing the 10th most brilliant star behave in this capricious manner. Researchers expected to offer an astounding explanation in light of their research, which uncovered unusual signs from the star. According to their discoveries, Betelgeuse could go supernova at any moment. Brian Cox, a famous scientist, shared this surprisingly dangerous explanation. As a distinguished professor of particle physics at the University of Manchester School of Physics and Cosmology, you shouldn't dismiss his point of view as a joke. He also has a science show, writes popular science books, and is the Royal Society Professor for Public Engagement with Science. Brian Cox says that Betelgeuse is by all appearances a ticking delayed bomb because it could go off without warning. To understand what is happening, the James Webb Space Telescope has shown an epic amount of evidence to back up this explanation. But what whimsical signs has Betelgeuse displayed that have caused so much concern in space science? With the new information about Betelgeuse, the star has been named a supernova candidate. Despite the fact that analysts are still unsure when it will explode, the fact that Betelgeuse is twice the mass of the Sun is one explanation for this classification. A star, as it's been said, ought to be a few times the mass of the Sun to be known as a supernova. Things get truly interesting, however, because analysts have used different instruments to research Betelgeuse, such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. To see what's happening in space around Betelgeuse is still a mystery. It was born on August 31st, a long time ago. Around that time, the star Betelgeuse clearly offered odd hints that made its future uncertain. What did they find? Well, they detected curious light waves coming from the star, which was very intriguing. However, it wasn't the only thing experts observed. This takes us back to the likelihood that Betelgeuse is a star whose brightness changes every now and then. It was noted that Betelgeuse dimmed down at regular intervals and had dark spots much like our Sun. Today, however, the circumstances are different. Betelgeuse now changes from bright to dim twice as fast as it used to, which is another indicator of its instability. Specialists found that the star's dimming cycle had hit a magnitude of 1.61 in February 2021. This was not long after the Great Dimming event. Recall how the star appeared to fade in a bizarre manner in 2019. That event is now known as the Extraordinary Dimming. During this period, the brightness dropped significantly, with a recorded range of 1.2 between 2019 and 2020. The most extreme dimming ever recorded was in 2019, leading specialists to believe that Betelgeuse might go supernova within the next 100,000 years. However, analysts quickly revised their perspectives when they observed what happened next. Betelgeuse began to brighten again after the extraordinary dimming, transforming into something far more striking. Astrophysicist Andrea Dupree at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics noted that the star is now 150% brighter than usual, making it the seventh most brilliant star in the night sky. Specialists were alarmed when they noticed a red glow in the southern part of the sky. This phenomenon raised new questions about what caused the great dimming. First, it's essential to understand that not all stars exhibit the red glow of Betelgeuse. This glow is caused by its classification as a red supergiant star, which is the final phase of a massive star's life. The red glow is a result of a surface temperature of around 3,500 Kelvin, which is much cooler than the outer layer of the Sun at 5,500 Kelvin. Despite being cooler, Betelgeuse is far more massive than our Sun and will eventually detonate in a spectacular supernova. The Great Dimming and beyond. During the Great Dimming, Betelgeuse underwent an enormous mass ejection, releasing material around 400 times larger than a typical coronal mass ejection from the Sun. Observations from the James Webb Space Telescope revealed dust clouds forming on the star's surface, appearing like leaves in space. These findings have intensified speculation about when the star might explode. While researchers don't anticipate an imminent supernova, they continue to monitor Betelgeuse's behavior closely. The potential for the star to brighten, dim, and behave unpredictably is a clear sign that it is nearing the end of its life cycle. If Betelgeuse does explode, it will be a spectacular event visible from Earth. The supernova would temporarily outshine the entire galaxy, appearing as bright as the full moon in the night sky. However, since the star is over 600 light-years away, the explosion would not pose a direct threat to Earth. Instead, it would provide scientists with a rare opportunity to study the final stages of a massive star's life. The energy and elements released during the explosion would enrich the universe, contributing to the formation of new stars, planets, and potentially life. Betelgeuse's legacy in the cosmos. Betelgeuse is not just a dying star. It is a cosmic phenomenon that has captured the imagination of scientists and stargazers alike. As it transitions from a red supergiant to a supernova, it reminds us of the fleeting yet transformative nature of stellar life cycles. The death of Betelgeuse will mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. The materials it releases will seed the cosmos, paving the way for new stellar systems. Until that day comes, researchers will continue to observe the star, unraveling its mysteries and expanding our understanding of the universe. Whether the explosion happens within a few years or thousands, Betelgeuse's story is a testament to the ever-changing and awe-inspiring nature of the cosmos. For now, it shines brightly as a reminder of the wonders and uncertainties that lie beyond our world.